Many thanks for joining us this morning. This is Southeastern and Michael Adekunle. All right, the 7th of August 2025. We are reaching you live from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Ogba News 10. Welcome all of you, all our esteemed viewers, to the program this morning. Our respondents who are here and they are saying good morning to all our esteemed viewers on the platform. Gentlemen, my good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Wow. A great morning.
Greetings to all our esteemed viewers. Yeah, it's a cold morning here in the city of Lagos. The rain has been dropping in the last 48 hours.
All right, thank you. I have OJ Olajide. Good morning to you.
I'm saying good morning, Mr. Mike.
You're not around yesterday.
Yes, I was not. I'm usually not around Wednesdays, you know.
Yeah.
So let me say good morning to Christina in California, USA. May God bless your pockets. What you blessed us with, and God my own share as well. I could have said that yesterday, officially Wednesday. I'm not sure that around. So, and I hope it's not belated. It's not too late. By God's grace, glory be to God that I'm around today now. May God bless you, Tina. May God bless your pocket. I got my own share of what bless us with from our integrity man, our integrity man, Mr. Mike, and the rest of people who have blessed our people. May God bless all of you in Jesus' name.
All right, thank you so much, OJ Ola Jide. That's our global analyst on ground and is ready to dissect issues concerning the country with us this morning. I also have Mr. Vincent. Mr. Vincent, good morning to you.
Mr. Mike, good morning. It's a wet season here in Lagos, Nigeria. I think to some extent the weather has been clement because of the wetness occasioned by the rain. I want to use this moment to say good morning to our esteemed viewers globally and nationally that it's another new day.
All right, a close ally of the former president of the country, Goodluck Ebele, Jonathan, has said that Jonathan will be one of the leading candidates that will be contesting, in the 2027 presidential election. Now we shall be looking at it this morning. Also, there is a message to the Southeasterners. And Who is this person sending this message to the Southeasterners? This is the Minister of Works, yeah, David Umahi. David Umahi has said that it is not the turn of Southeast to produce president. Wow, I don't know how our viewers from that region or from that axis will be reacting to the statement of the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, this morning. We shall be looking at it as well. Don't forget, I told you that a close ally of the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, has confirmed that Jonathan would also be running, in the 2027 election. We don't know how true the statement of that man is, but we have it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Jonathan ready to run again. Close ally confirms. This is on pages 8 and 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Meets IBB, consult South stakeholders in Port Harcourt. PDP intensifies efforts to woo him. PDP intensifies effort to woo him. All right. Federal government urged to suspend Chairman Uniport Governing Council over allegations of corruption. And we have the pictures of the politicians. I'm talking about political heavyweights that will be contesting in the 2027 election here are the likes of Ashwadu Bola Tinubu, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. We also have the picture of the former Vice President of the country, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar here. Also, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election. I'm talking about under Labour Party presidential candidate 2023 election, Peter Obi. You have his picture here as well. Also, the former governor of River State, Rotimi Amechi. Pictures are all here. Let's see what will be happening as regards that. This is the build up to 2027 election options before the North. These are the options before the North, like we have it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu, Jonathan, Obi, Atiku, Amechi. These are options for the North or before the North. All right, Ghana Defense Environment Minister, 6 others die in military helicopter crash. Wow, this is a tragic news coming from that country, Ghana. All right, many abandoned estates in Abuja owned by civil servants, as says EFCC. Tips shouldn't be rewarded with ministerial appointment. This is Emir Sanusi on this, and you can get this on page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. Late Doyin Abiola to be buried in Lekki. Family confirms. Wow. All right, parents group wants papers cancelled. That is on WAEC. Like I told you, I am a respondent here. He said he's already here. Gentleman Mike is here. Ojo Lajide is here. You're welcome once again. All right. It has been confirmed. Guys, don't still believe the story. I don't know if you believe it. Yeah. But can somebody who was voted out in the last election. No, sorry, in 2015.
2019.
The-
2019. Yes,
2015.
Yes, you're right. 2015.
Yeah. Can somebody who was voted out still come back and give us what we want this time?
Mr. Mike, it's possible.
That he was voted out for a reason.
No,
Or for some
it
reasons.
was. There's a gang up. There's conspiracy against. It was gang up against. It was
There
gang
was
up.
a gang up against him.
Yes, and it was not smarter enough. Yeah, it was not. It was not smarter enough. It was not. Well, no.
Yeah, so
Shall I say?
these are some of the reasons
Shall
he
I
was
say?
voted out,
No,
right?
I would not the word smarter. I think it was a gentleman who agree with his statement that his ambition does not want the life of the blood of any other Nigerian. So he allowed democracy to pay out. But like if it was to be a ruthless man, he would have handled that matter in a different way. Donald Trump was booted out in the second term. Biden came in and he was voted again. It's not president of the United States of America. So who tells you that who was booted out before, who lost an election before cannot see win back? I've just started some example with President Donald Trump. Whoever can see be voted back. I'm not saying he will win. He can still be voted back to power. All that depends on many other things. But I want to understand one thing, that it was being used to satisfy personal ambitions of people and selfish ambitions of people now. These are the people that voted him out and campaigned against him, that wanted him out by all means. Now, when they now want something for their own selfish interest now, they're not going for him. They are not bringing out Jonathan on objective purpose. They are bringing him back to come and satisfy selfish ambition of some selfish people. That's what journalists should understand. In spite of what he did to them, he did not. They conspired against him. They put him in, they disgrace him. Now, when they now needed is their own selfish ambition, selfish interest to be taken care of, they now want him back. That's number one. I want you to understand. But Jonathan was a good president. The Nigerian cannot testify to what happened under his tenure, to what we are not experiencing. But I want himself to ask himself, will that not be a tool in the hands of people to achieve selfish ambition, selfish interest? When I was giving the best to them, they didn't recognize my best for them. When they now needed me to achieve their own aim now, they are now calling for me. You should think seriously on that point. But if himself wanted an ambition, his ambition to come to reality, he can succumb to them and accept their move. Then number two, I don't think Jonathan will have a smooth ride. No, he may plead the PCB ticket anyway, but having smooth ride, it will not happen. Atiku is there to contest with him. Obi is there to contest with him. The incumbency is there. Don't forget that there are some people in APC, party member of APC, who want to plead the tickets of that presidency of that party in 2023, in 2031. If Tinubu finish the second term, those one too will not say, or they will not work for him. They will work for the interest of the party. So I think at the end of the day, what we shall have is that we will have a splinter vote, splintered in different camp. Atiku will pick his own, Obi will pick his own, Tinubu will pick his own, Jonathan will also pick his own. If he runs, he will pick his own, so that at the end of the day, we have a splinter vote, whereby which may necessitate runoff at the end of the day. That's what I see.
All right, Mr. Vincent, would you say this is a sign that PDP is gradually bouncing back?
You see, I will not refute my earlier statement. I want to believe that PDP is still very much in the mobile state.
Because whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not. Whatever they are trying to do as of the now, to put the party together, cannot really gel before 2027. Because a lot of water has gone down under the bridge. And then when you check the power dynamics, as a result of the one that we just heard, that is also in the saddle to jostle for power. I mean, I'm talking in the person of Ebele Jonathan, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I think that he further raises some posers as to what to expect come 2027, because if what we have had as of the now is something to be relied upon, it shows that 2027 is going to be very intriguing and very, very interesting. Because when we check the calculus or in the amphitheater, political amphitheater, you will see that if at the end of the day it's being confirmed, then we are going to have splinter votes across board.
Yes.
Then no candidate, I repeat, no candidate can muster that solidity in terms of block votes. If it should come to the fray,
Yes.
no candidate,
Yes, I said it.
I repeat,
including
including the incumbent,
Yes. Yes.
everything is going to be divided. Then it now has to fall on how can you be able to do the aesthetics in terms of affirming or cutting those swing states where you have the bulk votes coming up. Then how can you be able to enter into that their block and be able to cut some sizable chunk of block votes to the party? I want to believe that Jonathan, but is still under assumption to me because it is not yet definitive. Because before the now, he was being seen having gone to meet Ibrahim Babangida, the former military head of state. He held a closed door meeting. I believe that that meeting cannot be unconnected with the political dynamics as well of the now.
Yeah, we understand that the major challenge he faced during his own tenure was insecurity, and this is what we are still fighting till date, till we speak. But can we trust someone who failed to fix that? No, I'm talking about insecurity. Can we trust that kind of person who failed to solve the issue of insecurity? Can we trust his comeback?
Mr. Mike, what happened really about the security under Jonathan government was that it was initiated, it was deliberately fabricated to destroy the government. See, I said something about Jonathan. I said this is a man that did much to the north, and they conspired against him. I'm still reminding Jonathan to remember that. And they booted him out. They conspired against him. They pay him with evil. No, to the good he did to the north. Now, when these people now desperately now want a power for their selfish interest, now they are not looking for him now to come and help them to secure power. Will he succumb to become a tool in their hand to safeguard their selfish interest? As I'm still posing that question again to him. Don't forget his wife said he didn't forget anything at Asoro. They are not going there to pick anything. They are voting for Ahmed Tinubu. Jonathan said so. Let himself ask himself, when I was honest with these people, you don't pay me back with honesty. You didn't gang up begin and use me and pay me with evil. Is it now when they are not in need of power, they now want me to use them, they now want to use me as a tool for themselves? That's number one. I'm repeating it. Number two, the so-called security you are talking about was fabricated, was directly orchestrated to dethrone his government. Then you have to know that now. Yes, they just to discourage his government. All these things should factor into his mind before he will accept that. Will that just be a tool? Will you see that when you are in need of something, you now see that I'm the one that can. You now want me to. Must that be a tool in your hand to satisfy your selfish ambition? This secrecy was not caused by Jonathan. They brought it out to destroy government, to remove him power, to bring their own power, to bring their man to power. And the man they are brought to power now, they have seen how he has brought Nigeria to backwardness over many decades. Somebody who put a 30 trillion naira, where's I mean for by CBN? Where is it? Somebody that brought independence to Nigeria, that turned Nigerian life backward into. I'm talking about Buhari government. That hardest worst insecurity to the Nigeria in terms of Fulani herdsmen killing all around the country. We see sustained now. There was no Fulani herdsmen killing under Jonathan. We only have Boko Haram in Borno, but the amount that they brought insecurity that cut across everywhere. Boko Haram was not killing in the south; it was only in the Borno axis. But the Fulani herdsmen become security menace that kill every Nigerian in the indigenous land. So this man should think of all these things and know, okay, these people that brought this insecurity now that Escali said am I serving Nigerians? Is it my coming to serve Nigerians or serve few interests of the people in the north. Jonathan should think seriously about this. So, but I think that if whichever way he decides, if himself believe in political office, he has the right to it, and he comes out, I'm assuring him, he should prepare for runoff of the election. He won't get after winning votes. Let's not be mistaken. Let's not be mistaken by that. The people in APC, the party member of APC, who are the same party with Tinubu, Northerners, Northern extraction now, they are also interested in allowing Tinubu to serve out his 8 years so that they can pick the case of APC and run in 2031, because they know that nationally it will be the turn of the north, so they will not vote for the so-called northern interest is not in one block. No, I don't agree with it. APC members in who are of northern extraction, they want to pick tickets in 2031 to run for presidency when it will become northern term. So they will not leave their party and be working for Jonathan other party. No, it's not true. And Obi will also pick his own ticket. He will also pick his own chunk of the vote in the north too. I think we will also pick. So the runoff is what we do. It's what we don't know now. Now, who will he favor? But I can assure you, Tinubu will see a match at the end of the day. I'm telling you, mark it. Jonathan will always split out the vote like I said, which Mr. Business also evidence to. We only have first ballot will be similar votes, which may not produce.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. I asked this question, before we started the program. Why Jonathan? Why not other people in the People's Democratic Party? Is this not a signal that, or is this not a sign that PDP lack fresh leadership?
Yes, PDP lack fresh leadership. But you see, Jonathan is mentioning into the fray. Is going to distort the dynamics before the now. Because to some extent, Jonathan commands some sizable chunk of respect in terms of governance experiments, as evidence during his time when he had sway in power. But when you look at everything that is going now, it shows that it's going to be very, very more interesting, because before the now, Obi, if we are to rank it, when we are going to, let's say, where a public opinion or a public poll is being held across board, I think Obi will first of all take the #1 spot. But the coming of Jonathan now might create some kind of lacuna, a kind of a distortion to whatever has been given to Obi and the likes, and his other article and the likes. But when you look at what is playing out now, it shows that those people that are behind the curtain trying to tell us, we the 215 million people Nigerians, how the pendulum power should swing. They are the one mooting the idea of Jonathan. So before the now, Patience Jonathan, the wife of Goodluck, said that my husband is not interested in power. But Nigerian politicians in this part of the divide, you cannot hold them to their word. They talk with both mouths, because power, they say, is transient, and power is very sweet in this crime. And I want to believe that I must not be able to come out and say definitively that this is how the whole thing is headed. And I want to say that it's becoming interesting by the day. It's becoming interesting by the day. It's too early. Maybe by next year, we will know where we are going and where everything is headed.
When you look at the people that are clamoring for the comeback of Jonathan, you realize that they are people from the north. But is this comeback driven by national interest or a political revenge against President Bola Tinubu?
It's not driven by personal. It's not driven by national interest. It's driven by sectional interest.
Sectional.
Yes, principally northern sectional interest. That's always been their motive in power. They are not. I mean, they are not at peace when they are not in power. These are the people that gang up, that conspire against Jonathan and pull him down. It's what he did to them. Jonathan favored the north than the south. The years of Jonathan in power, favored the north than the south. They gang up, they pull him down. Now they are now desperately wanting power. That's why I asked the same question the third time. We just now succumb to being a tool. We will use our himself as a tool to be used to realize selfish ambition of some people who want power by desperately by at all costs. It's not driven by national interest. So that's the question. And Jesus you also ask himself, when I was good to you, I did you good. You pay me back with you pay me with bad. Now you are desperate. Now it's me you now want to use. That question should be answered by Jesus, honestly by himself. Well, like I said, he has the right to personal ambition or political personal ambition. If he says he wants to go, let him know that he's not going to have a easy ride. Let them not deceive him. They may even come and disgrace him by the vote. He will tell me that, see, when it comes to that, but ethnicity will come into play, whether you like it or not. Yoruba will then realize that look, Tinubu, whether it's bad or not, ọmọ wa ni, ọmọ àlejò ṣe ọmọ, there's a problem Yoruba like that. How many conditions you better have like see the ọmọ you will see that the tone will change in Southwest. Even if there are people are telling him that Southwest will come and command a vote, no. Southwest too also realize that look, whether our man is good or bad, he must support him. And of course, the Article 2 is there, so he cannot get a block vote that will make him win. He should be better to run for runoff. And if there's a runoff, Tinubu will say winning.
All right, we'll move down to the comment section to see what our esteemed viewers are saying. Good morning to you all, the viewers in the comment section. We appreciate your contributions this morning. Now, the first person I'll be reading his message is V. Raymond Olajide. It doesn't matter, but he's still better than President Bola Tinubu. Let us say the truth. This is what V. Raymond is saying. It doesn't matter, but Jonathan is better than President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now we move down to Gowon Abdul. You still react to it. I'm coming.
Okay.
Actually, bringing Jonathan now will be a welcome development. I'm in support of that. This is from Gowon Abdul. Bringing Jonathan will be a welcome development. He is in support of that. This is Gowon Abdul. You want to react to V. Raymond's statement, right?
Yes, you see, normally, actually, you see, I didn't hide my displeasure to how Tinubu mismanage. Yes, I will use the word mismanage. The money of subsidy, the money he made from subsidy. This is what he has taken about removal of subsidy is a good development. But the management of that money, I'm still concerned about it. He mismanages, he didn't spend it directly on people, on things that touch the life of people. During the time of Jonathan, we knew what was the cost of living at that time. How much were we buying rice? How much were we, the cost of living was so minimal. Unlike what we have now. Yes, if you use that to compare with Jonathan, I will agree with you that yes, it's better because the cost of the governance under Jonathan was better. Nigeria was living, under lower cost of living, unlike what we are having now. So I agree with you that it's fairer, it's better than Tinubu on that basis on cost of living of Nigerians. Yes.
Good morning to you, great Bernard. I also say good morning to P-Man. Joey, good morning. Jacob at Dedeji, all the way from New Jersey. We say good morning to you. Udeze Chima from Italy, the chief himself. Good morning to you. Emmanuel Ogbuji is also here. We say good morning. And the rest. All right, so Udeze Chima this morning. Jonathan entering the ring is a big threat to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes, I cannot agree less.
Yes.
I've always said that, you see, during Jonathan's time, when it was about getting to the tail end of his administration, he said a lot of jabs were thrown at him, and that, and he made mention of one statement that even though he's been alleged not to have satisfied everybody, that Nigeria one day will remember him.
Yes.
I want to believe that that statement, if at all, is coming to the fray now, is being mooted by some section of this country. I think that that word is now playing back to reality, and also I don't want us to lose sight of some things. You see, Jonathan time, there was kind of a cohesion in the country. There was tranquility to some extent. Even though there were, security challenges too, like every other government that came before him. But we never had it on a high pedestal as currently being experienced now under this regime. Yes. I want to believe that when you look at the entire entire circles of governance, you will see that we've always have successive government have always have problem in dealing with security challenges.
That's the major problem.
That's the major problem. And for a country to thrive, if you don't, because it has now become a harder-headed monster plaguing this country on all fronts. Because without security, you cannot embed a qualitative and a progressive investment into the country. Because every other thing that we talk about, either even in political amphitheater, we need people to move about. And security is also of utmost importance until any leader that wants to come to the fore can muster that political will to deal with that hydra monster challenge. I think before we can say we have a semblance of a very good
All right,
society.
away from that, let's quickly move down to the Southeastern region and see what David Umahi is saying about 2027 presidency. Now, I need to read this out. It is not our turn, that's what he said. It is not yet the turn of the Igbos. All right, Minister of Works David Umahi has said that the Southeast region should not expect to produce Nigeria's president in the 2027 general elections. In a statement issued on Monday, Umahi called on the Southeast to support President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid, noting that the president has demonstrated fairness and commitment to the region, especially in infrastructure development. Umahi's remarks were in response to an online publication which he described as an attempt to misrepresent the Tinubu's administration. Now, let's quickly move to the questions we have. Can one man speak for the entire Igbo race? Is it possible?
Mr. Mike, there are
On presidency
there are opinion molders, there are frontliners, there are people who when they speak, most people's opinion towards what they say. I don't agree with him what he said. I don't agree with that. I believe that even if Southerners is given the chance, they are stakeholder. It's one of the major tribes in Nigeria now. We are talking about the most populated people in Nigeria. We talk of Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa people. So it's one of the major ethnics. So to say that it's not your time, I don't agree with it. If Obi has won 2023, it will have ruled. So that's like I said now, that there are party members of APC themselves who also know work against their party. Flags of Umahi, the Southeast, and the governor. Don't forget, governor of Emoyi is an APC governor. They will work for the interest of the party in 2027 election, for the interest of Tinubu. So I still see APC winning that election, because whether you like it or not, these are party members that will know whether they will say Jonathan from the south. Party supremacy will now run now. They will now come to play as far as who their votes, who their legacy should go for. So Umahi, I don't agree with him, but talking from the party he belongs, that interest of the party he must be loyal to it. He's talking from that. So based on the legacy of the party, that's why he's saying that it's not their turn, because he must be loyal to the party where he hails from, where that gave me the appointment. So that's why I see APC commanding leadership. And I also told you that APC members from the north, they are also waiting for Tinubu to finish the 8th year so that they can also pick the scale of their party to run for the election 2021. So those ones who will now dance alongside another interest. No, they are also a stakeholder. They also work for the interest of their party. So I think see many things working in favor of APC 2027 election. Those people who are from the south of the party, state governor, will not want his party to lose. So all those things we see what, like I said, I'm foreseeing a runoff of the election. There might not even be a runoff, because if party will clinch part of the northern vote, maybe Congress will also come out and pick part of the north. So we only have similar no vote. So I can see Tinubu picking more of the vote from the south.
Now, if they are denying him, then should Southeast continue to support a government who has not given the opportunity to produce a president since the return of democracy in 1999?
First of all, when you look people from that side, how valid has always been their word when it comes to political calculus of the southern region. Umahi, as of the now, I stand to be corrected, does not hold water in terms of people that will speak and have a greater followership. And if Umahi have made such a statement, I think it's a personal opinion which is so entitled to do as a Nigerian. And we're not losing the fact that whoever pays the piper dictates the truth, because he's in this government. You will not expect less for him to speak against a pot where he's already eating from. You understand? Then I don't count his word as being meaningful in the common sense palace, because ordinarily your mother will cook soup for you, say, ah, mommy, my soup is sweet. I mean, your soup is sweet, and that is how it is. But when you look at the realistic posturing of what is obtainable as of today, you will see that the Eastern Bloc has been shorted out of power calculus, and they deserve to be included. And if we say Nigeria is a country that is meant for you and I and every other entities, I think that block called the Eastern Bloc should be given the nod to also come to the saddle. Umahi is just trying to satisfy his paymaster by uttering such word, but whatever he says does not hold water in the common sense palace.
All right, today's Chima. Michael, forget about Umahi. Afonja, what do you expect from him? Nobody knows Umahi in Igbo land. Now we move down to DOA. Umahi cannot speak for the whole Southeast. Same way Tinubu cannot speak for the whole Southwest.
Thank you, DOA.
All right, great. Ben Aduze, Umahi has failed the Southeast. I disagree with him. I'll move down to Godwin. What's Godwin saying? God bless you, this man on clothes, for saying the truth.
Thank you.
Now, there's a Chima on the issue of Jonathan running in 2027. I will take the words Jonathan over the best Tinubu any day, anytime, because the man has empathy and won't abuse the system like Tinubu is doing currently.
You see, there's always a saying that says that experience is the best teacher. He was there before, and he knew where the pitfalls were when he held sway. I think if he eventually made it to the seat, to the center of governance, I think he will try and push forward and up his ante to see that delivery is gotten by every one of them.
All right, thank you so much. Olajide, thank you. Vincent, good morning to you, Femi.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Thank you.
And I say good morning to all of our viewers, across the globe. And thank God I remember this morning. Please help us to like this video. It's very, very important. It doesn't cost you extra data, just a click. If I pick a video, the first thing I do is go to the liking button and press the liking button. Please, more than 100 people film, less than 10 like. You don't know what to do, I beg you, please like. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Mr.
Yes, please like, comment, and share. Thank you. For this.
Comment always there. They always comment, but that liking, go, and even share. Thank you.
Now let's go back to this comments in the comment section. He first of all wrote to us that Jonathan entering the ring will be a threat to President Bola Tinubu. Another message coming from him says he will take the word Jonathan over the best Tinubu any day, anytime, because the man has empathy and won't abuse the system like Tinubu is currently doing. Is Tinubu abusing the system?
Well, everything seems not going well with this administration of President Bola Tinubu, and even the simple area that we're supposed to be seeing improvements, everything started getting worse. Very, very unfortunate. I don't know how we get to this place. If you check the result of WAEC now, it's another opera. It's another thing that is, so that everything is not going well with this country at this moment. Look at a country that cannot organize WAEC successfully at this moment. Look at that time they did the exam. Some of them came back home around 10 p.m. Which kind of WAEC can somebody will be writing inside darkness? We write it during the day, sir. We fail it. It is only Yoruba that saves some people from scoring the F9 parallel. Let alone you say a kid should be writing exam in the darkness. And what do you expect? And if you refuse to talk now, what if it is our turn? What if it is the turn of our children and they are victim of this kind of circumstances? And this is why we cannot stop now. We cannot apply sentiment now. We cannot say because APC want to win 2027 and we will not say the truth. No, that is not the truth. So let me go to that statement of just a Chima that Jonathan is going to be a very big threat. Not only it's going to be a very, very big threat. It's like a dragon that's about to fly. And I'm telling you, if that serpent raised head is going to give President Bola Tinubu a very serious, challenge. And it's like God is answering my prayer because I've been praying for a very tough battle for Asiwaju in 2027. That even if you want to win second time, you have to. In fact, you will know that. Even if you want to rig, let me tell you, that rigging is not easy sometimes. If the margin is too wide, you cannot rig, Oga. You can a rigger cannot rig a wide margin like
In Nigeria,
in Nigeria. Like I'm talking like 2 million to 10 million. How do you want to rig it? No, you cannot rig it now. When the whole state stand, how can you cannot rig it? They themselves they know that the only place they can adjust is all these little things. But if the margin is too wide, okay, there's nothing you can do.
But can
that don't pass Gary.
but can he come back to fix the insecurity challenge he once failed to solve? Is it possible?
Let me tell you.
Whether we like it or not, that was one of the major challenges he faced.
Yes, it's just that Nigeria we always talk about election and winning of election, but what about the performance of that person? It's only the winning, I'm sure. But for Jonathan to solve all this our insecurity challenge, Jonathan is even weaker. When we talk about tackling insecurity, one of the challenge we are having that time was the issue of insecurity. Almost every day, Boko Haram will come and they kill us for fun, and there was not serious action taken that time. All what we are hearing is that Boko Haram has infiltrated my administration, Kini called the Harakaba in my administration, and those are the one of the things that make me to stop supporting Jonathan. That Yoruba will say, how can I make you my president and you still come and complain to me? If you complain to me, who will I complain to? When you are asking me questions, then who will I ask? We give you our mandate to go and represent us, fight for us. Then you that you give mandate, you come and tell me that there are Kaba, your government has been hijacked, and there are Boko Haram in your administration, in your cabinet. So then, you see me that you come and tell you how to sack the Boko Haram or how to make sure that you sanitize your cabinet. So all these kind of things so that when Jonathan might have learned and he might have more courage and more exposed because we have seen him in the international space. Recently, we have seen him in international space, and people that want to. The problem is that these people from the north, they are the one that have the yam. Both the yam and knife is in their hand. So they can cut the yam, they can peel it, they can. They will be the one that will be post the security threat, and they will be looking for somebody to clean the mess. So that is the issue. But we cannot say Jonathan will not do his best. He will do his best, but his best may not be. Enough for us.
This issue of marginalization, even under Jonathan's watch, at some point we learned that he focused so much on the north. He focused on the north, giving them schools, projects, all of that, infrastructures. But can this kind of president, former president, rule in Nigeria of today? Is it possible?
Definitely, but unfortunately, the narrative for now is about let's look at someone that can checkmate the incumbents, even if it's from the south. And I think those are the narrative. It's not necessarily, just like FM said, not necessarily about performance. And I think that may be dangerous for us. I will still come back to performance, but generally, I think those pushing for a Jonathan candidacy now are majorly from the north, and I think they are looking at it from the point of okay, even if you now insist that South still has 4 years to go after the 4 years of the present government, then we are going to look for a Southerner that we can galvanize support for that is different from the incumbent. And I think that is the narrative for those pushing that. Then secondly, one thing that Jonathan also has as an advantage is that should he emerge, his own 4 years will be statutory. He has no choice. He cannot do otherwise. He's bound by constitution, bound by law that he can only use 4 years and all of that. Compared to if it were to be, for instance, a Peter Obi has promised 4 years as well. His own is promise. And people can look at it from the angle that this might change. So Jonathan factor is mandatory. He cannot do otherwise. While the Obi factor is about, okay, this is what I want to do within these 4 years, and after 4 years I'm stepping out and all of that. Then secondly, I think it's also not too good news for South generally, because these are two, and I'm talking about if it eventually become a 3 serious race within the Southern bloc. We have a Peter Obi, we have a Jonathan, and we have the incumbent president. That will give an advantage to a northern candidate, in my estimation. That will be an advantage to a northern candidate, because they are going to split their votes within the South, and that may just be an advantage for a northern person.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Mike, let's go to the comment section. Godwin is saying free, fair, and credible election. Femi, you would defeat Tinubu in 2027.
That's what I'm saying, and I said it's going to be a very big threat to President Bola Tinubu. But one of the factors that you have to look at is what Mr. Gentleman Mike just said, that it's going to be a 3-race course in the South here. The South will be divided into 3: Tinubu, Obi, and Jonathan. They are going to share the vote from this place, and another candidate emerge in that place also. He may enjoy the bulk vote of the North. So with this kind of a thing, it's very, very dangerous for the South as well. And I'm still watching it. What is going to be the reaction of somebody like Atiku? Because if Jonathan come back to PDP now and ready to contest, he can downplay the power of their coalition. The popularity of that coalition may actually go down, and PDP will be another bride in town now, a beautiful lady that everybody will want to go into. If Jonathan actually come into the ring, if he will make PDP to look attractive, and anybody that want to decamp again, they can decamp to PDP. You'll be surprised that some people from that ADC, they may be coming back to PDP. So it's going to be a very, very interesting race, and it will give room for Asiwaju to manipulate, because it's now going to be like 4 or 5 race courses, and each one of them will share the vote. So nobody will be able to gather, bulk vote. And what will happen is that when you have little here, they can knock off your little here, knock the little here, deduct little from here, deduct little. I add it to Asiwaju, and they will elevate it, and then the rest is story.
All right, in the comment section, Piman says Jonathan and Obi are soft and meek. They are not good for Nigeria. Nigeria needs somebody like Bola Tinubu. He's a very hard man and tough person. This is coming from Piman. Okay, we move down to
his opinion.
Benga George. If Jonathan is contesting, I would advise Obi to step down.
What would be the fate of Obi if Jonathan is contesting? That's what you have been asking.
That's on that same party, right?
I don't know. Party. Whichever party. But I don't think Obi should step down because Jonathan. But anyway, if they are all really want to put Tinubu down, somebody have to step down.
All right, Joseph, I know he's saying Jonathan is going to do well. Ogele TV is greeting us from Norway. Thank you so much for joining us, Ogele. Well, we move down to Godwin. I don't think that Obi will contest against Jonathan. We have Godwin. Emmanuel saying Jonathan should not come and disgrace his good name. He should just sit somewhere.
Okay.
Welcome back, Jonathan. Go on, Abdul saying this with Ben Aduzi. Femi, nobody will go to PDP because of Jonathan.
Okay.
Somebody's just laughing in the comment section, laughing at everyone. this is merciful God. Say hi, they laugh.
Yeah, so laugh is part of comment.
Which
Thank you.
means even if 10
Laughter
of
is good.
100 of Jonathan contest, say he go beat Tinubu go beat them.
Laughter
Say
is
na
good.
wetin merciful God dey talk with that.
Laughter is good now.
Can you mind speak? Okay,
Sorry, just a minute. I wanted to address one of the comments you made that somebody's talked about uh, uh, this person is soft.
Okay,
I don't know.
Obi and Jonathan. being
Jonathan
soft,
and
yeah.
Obi being soft, that Nigerian hit hard. See, I want to be very careful with that position. Much as I respect that person's view. Governance, the whole essence of governance generally is about what you are able to deliver to the people. So, irrespective of whether you are soft or you are hard, if whatever policy you are bringing on board does not translate into meaningful developments that people can relate with, then it's a waste of time. So it's not really about being soft or being hard. Your policies must have a human face. And that if you check some of the comments you'll be reading, people are talking about the fact that, okay, Jonathan is better. Why are they saying so? Because then people can afford certain things without too much of stress and all of that. And now such individual cannot. So they are looking at it from that angle. Whatever figures you throw at them in terms of the statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics, you are wasting your time. That is their own economy. That is what they understand. That before now, when I want to go to beg from here, this is what it cost me. But now, and all of that, before now, minimum wage was this, and now we can use minimum wage to even buy a bag of rice and it will be off and all that. So to an average Nigerian, that is their own economy. That is what they can relate with. So irrespective of what you are throwing out as figures, that okay, this is what we now have in our reserve and all of that, will not make too much sense to them, because they can only relate with their day-to-day activities in terms of the economic situation of the country.
All right, let's move down to the Southeastern region. Is Umahi playing politics to stay in favor with the current administration by telling Nigerians or telling the Southeasterners that it is not their turn to produce president?
So that one stands stupid and very, very selfish as well. Because this is the man that he will be dreaming of becoming president. And we know that if Obi become president now, it can jeopardize his own ambition. So that's why he's saying that he may be dreaming of becoming president. Whether I don't know what I'm not good in mathematics. After 2031, what year does it? Is that one will be 1935? I don't know how old David Umahi will be that time, and I don't know who give him assurance that he will be alive by that time. Although it's God that own our life, but I don't think that statement should be coming out from David Umahi by this time around. If you are not supporting Obi, there are so many things you can say. We have so many issues on ground that you can discuss. Issue of your Coastal Biscuit Road is still there. We don't know where you are now. Where we are, we are still don't understand. So where we were now, we are still don't know. Sokoto Road is there. No, I think he should busy himself with
focus on governance.
on governance and the assignment given to him. So all this kind of shit is dishing out is not necessary at this moment.
Gentleman Mike, is it right to have said that the Southeasterners are should not produce president for now?
I think the question you should be asking him is that if not now, when does he think it should be the turn of the Southeast? But seriously, I think he's a member of the APC, and he can only push a narrative that supports the program of APC, irrespective of where he comes from. So we mustn't lose sight of that. He's speaking as a party person, and he cannot say otherwise. It would be wrong for Umahi to now say it's the turn of a Southeast, when he knows that his principal is also interested in coming back and all of that. But generally, as FM said, that statement is selfish. It's about I'm benefiting from the status quo now, and I cannot, irrespective of where I come from. This is the narrative I'm going to push. But in the real sense of it, it's a personal opinion. We must treat it as such. He's not speaking for the Southeasterners. His statement for me has no weight. as to be convincing enough for an average Southeastern. So it's a personal view.
All right, let's move to the comment section again before you go. Joseph Aino, please, my fellow Nigerians, please let's vote for Jonathan. I am watching from Dublin. All right.
Let him contest first.
Yeah.
George, thank you, Mr. Mike. As gentleman Mike, how has Tinubu used his hard man to help the yearnings of the people? This is being the judge on this. Williams Okameme was he saying in the comment section. Okay, I'm still coming back to Williams Okameme's comments here. Moving on to another person. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Nnamdi Anusi. Tinubu first time and the North are crying. Pray it didn't win 2027 because North will cry blood. All right, thank you so much, Nambi, all the way from Netherlands. I really appreciate you. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Morning,
Yeah, good morning.
Mr. Mike, and good morning to our esteemed viewers. It's good to be here again. The platform is like a solace to us, where you find comfort in the midst of discomfort. In the midst of the lots of trying challenges in this country, you come here, you air your view, and you derive solace.
Yeah, good morning. Likewise, as I always say, thank God for life. Good to be here again for another episode of Citizen. And God bless every one of the diaspora there. God bless Tina. God bless all of them.
Why are we always returning to the past? Why are we always going back to bring our past leaders to govern the nation? Are we short of visionary leaders?
Of course, Nigeria is a country that has abundance of very intelligent people. If given the opportunity to rule this country, can place Nigeria at a level that an ordinary Nigerian will always envision. But the unfortunate thing is that I once said something here. We live in a country where it looks like the system is being hijacked by criminals. So they recycle it is something that boils around them. But I know we are evolving politically because we saw what happened in 2023. That is political evolution, where you could see Nigerians moving away from the big names, from what they call structure. And we could see an organic move that came with the personality of Peter, and that is what it is. And I believe we'll continue to evolve politically until we get to a point where we kick out the money bags.
Only there are options before the North ahead of 2027 election.
Yeah.
And these people will be challenging President Bola Tinubu. We have the likes of Jonathan. We are not sure if Jonathan will contest, but his close ally said confirmed that he will be running again. We don't. Jonathan, Atiku, Obi, Amechi is also here. These are options before the North. Can any of these options unseat President Bola Tinubu?
You see, first of all, let me just start that we Southerners, we should bury our heads in shame. Why is it that every time is the North that will be providing candidate for you? Is the North that will be pinpointing the candidates they prefer for you? And you dare not do that for them? That's one thing. And when let me now go back to Buhari, late Buhari. When Buhari wanted the presidency, it wasn't the South that gave him that boldness to say that it is his own turn to be that president. And President Bola Tinubu saw the lacuna in that. Okay, let me just key along with him, because if you don't give them that presidency, I mean, there will have been fire on the roof as of that time. That was when late President Buhari was having that intention to become the president, because he has always contested and he has lost severely. And this time around, he now said it is his own turn, that he has to get that presidency right. So why is it that the Southerners, they are always the follow-come battery to the North? They will now be dictating
This is who they want. This is who they want. And about the presidency of the Jonathan, I don't think the people that are pushing Jonathan to come back, they are not really helping Jonathan at all. Because as I can tell you, these people need a weak person. And you know, generally, Jonathan is weak. He's weak. He's weak doesn't mean that he's a bad guy. You know, he just always want peace. And this country, if you say you want to peace for everybody, you will not be able to achieve what you came for or what you came to be. That's the presidency seat that he wants to be. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, the presidency of Jonathan will be a disaster when they come back. Yes, it will be a disaster because the remote control that they used for him the last time, they would still bring it up. And if our Jonathan, people that are pushing him, you see, you don't go back to your vomit. You don't go back to your vomit because what happened? You see the disgrace they gave to him, and they still want to bring him back as a puppet. The disgrace was like, okay, let me help these people out, at least to get their kids educated. And it created Majori schools for them. And what happened to their Majori schools? They destabilize it back. They send those kids to their different region in that north back, that they should go and start doing their Majori there. And you could see it's a disgrace to Jonathan as of that time. The outcome, a whole president and some non-state actor come and, you know, rubbish his agenda. So did they still want to come back? What did Jonathan forget in Aso Rock that is coming to pick? That's number one question.
What did he forget?
In Aso Rock
that is coming to pick?
And again, you see, the government of the Jonathan, the Northerners saw the lacuna in which they were waiting for. And what was the lacuna? The extra expenditure spending, right? And what really happened? Sanusi was the hatchet man then, and the hatchet man Sanusi play was like the $20 billion was missing in oil treasury accounts. That one alone tarnished the Jonathan image. So I don't know whether these people, they really mean what they are saying, that Jonathan should come back, or they want to mock him the second time. I think Jonathan tried his best, but the people around him as of that time, the non-state actors around him, make his presidency just tarnished. Is its name, right?
I was talking about the recycling of politicians in the Nigerian states, and you said one or two about it. Now, whether we like it or not, Jonathan was a former president of the country. He's also part of the politicians that are trying to come back. You know, though he has not confirmed it, but will his return to PDP help the party's already dwindling states? Will it boost it?
Frankly speaking, I know that Jonathan will not even contest. He did that 2023 years. In 2023, some APC chieftain from the northern extraction bought the form for him, the APC form. Mieti Allah, Fulani Mieti Allah bought form for him to contest. And it was everywhere. They wanted him to contest. This is a man who is a Democrat to the full. This is a man who is not greedy. You can see that it's different from the money bags politicians to a point. Whether you like it or not, his report are there for everybody to see. Report card are there for everybody to see. In 2013, Nigeria became the biggest economy in Africa under Jonathan, $520 billion. You understand? Under Jonathan, Nigeria became the number 3 fastest growing economy after Qatar. It was said by the Prime Minister of Britain then, under Jonathan. And he produced a lot of billionaires. You could also tell, if you want to go, let's even move away from macro economy. Ask the common man on the street that were there during Jonathan to tell you what was governance then compared to what it is now. And my brother here, who just said something, I want to recommend 2 books for you to read. Go and read My Transition Hour, written by Jonathan, and read Fighting Corruption is Dangerous, written by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. you could see that Jonathan is different from these guys you are seeing. On a very serious, I don't have a. My reason for supporting Peter Obi was because of his track record. I am not an Igbo person. I'm from the North Central. You understand? It was because I looked at his track record and I looked at a man who was giving public fund and he said, how do we manage this fund? Let's not waste this money. You understand? How do we manage resources that will reach, that will, be translated into meaningful development? That is why I am supporting Peter. And I know Jonathan. They are just pushing this man. He will not contest. When it is close to that time, you will hear what he will say.
Oh, my brother, I'm so disappointed that you are still comparing the era of Jonathan, where there was economic boom all over the world, where the fuel prices are much cheaper, and you are still comparing it to this day we have now. Man, I never expected such a comparison, that you are still comparing Jonathan era. And the Jonathan era, you were saying, it was not like as everything was easier then. It was Okonjo-Iweala that went all around to beg for the debt forgiveness. Obasanjo, yes, he bought Okonjo-Iweala. Okonjo-Iweala, I'm telling you, the input he had in the balancing of the Jonathan government, because if they did not do that, Jonathan will not meet a very robust, economy as it is. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, please stop comparing 10 years, 15 years era of economy down to the all over the global space. I don't know whether you are really informed with the global space. All over the global space, there's economic crunch. America is having it, UK is having it, and you go to your archive and read about what is going on in the world generally now. And you could see that the economy of the world entirely is in turmoil. So I can tell you wholeheartedly, the presidency on the seat now, you can't compare his tenure with the Jonathan tenure, because it will look so, funny, like a comedy.
Let me go to the comment section. There's a Chima. Kunle, when Tinubu joined the Northerners to remove Jonathan, are you not alive then? You know they are alive when Tinubu joined to remove Jonathan?
Can I reply him?
Okay.
There's a Chima. I think you should get the issues, what happened there. You should get it right. Get it right. How do you get it right? It was Sanusi that paved way for the Jonathan, exit. And what one statement he made was $20 billion is missing in oil treasury accounts, and Nigeria consumed that information, and then protest started. I always tell them it was Sanusi that leaked the message, and immediately Jonathan heard about it. The damage control could not be put in shape any longer, and he quickly sacked him. That was why he brought Emefiele onto the seat. So later, Jonathan banished Sanusi. He relinquished his power, and they banished him to Zamfara, so somewhere around
it was you are not getting it right.
Yes.
He suspended him as a central bank governor, and then he returned to the Kano. That was when Kwankwaso made him after the death of Bayero.
He sent him to Kano. He sent him back to Kano. So what are you now saying? He sent him back to Kano. Sanusi relocated back to Kano. So what are you now saying? He went back home. He sent him back to Kano. So
let's move forward. Kunle is also rock Tinubu's private property. If they remove him, let him go and rest. Same way he removed Goodluck.
We say that.
What
do you expect from Nnamdi Nancy, or what's it called? I don't expect anything good statement to come. You see, all those people always overlook anything they say, because they are critics. Is their opinion. I have my own opinion too, but the critics' opinion, you always can't sit along.
All right, Robert Uche, and this Kunle is one of those that rejected Jonathan and voted Buhari.
Show me. Yes, the first time. Yes, I won't deny it. Yes, the first time Jonathan came, Jonathan said he doesn't have shoe, he doesn't have this thing. He was a from poor home, and I single-handedly pity Jonathan. Yes, pity Jonathan, and I voted for him for his first coming. And what happened when the same Jonathan that does not have shoe, that does not have a lot of non-state actors now start surrounded him, and our money is being languished. And what do you expect me to do? I have to backtrack myself from away from Jonathan. You know, the way they were spending money then, it was so, I mean, to the extent when Jonathan wasn't on the seat of the presidency, they created a space that before you see Jonathan, you pay $50,000. Are you aware of it? I think you know that before you see our president, you pay $50,000, and they were now making money for themselves.
GOA, Kule will soon get pregnant for Tinubu. I don't tell you. You get pregnant for Tinubu and give birth to a non-state actor.
Is that possible? I think that man must be a joker, so he must be a comedian. So I accept his anything he says, from a comedian.
Okay, we'll move down to Robert Uche. Kule, go and sit down. You voted for Calamity. Worry twice.
Okay, can you give me a seat to sit on? When you said I should go and sit down, maybe you can send a seat for me so that I can be able to sit.
All right, Godwin, Kule, now you are saying the truth. Jonathan is weak because he can still eat crap it and run away with it like your uncle from Iragbej.
Did they say
from Godwin?
Did they say which my uncle? He's talking about President Bola Tinubu. Did they say Tinubu snatching ballot box? Did they say Tinubu grabbing ballot box?
Particularly from a weaker Jonathan. I want to mention two things. I was in the north. He said, according to his statement, not me. He made the statement. I'm quoting to him. From a weaker Jonathan, like he said.
Yes, it's weak.
When Boko Haram was ravaging the northeast, at a point they started ravaging. They even got to some part of Kano. Jirika, as the chief of army staff, almost flushed Boko Haram until people like Buhari came to, ask. People like Buhari came out and said that Jonathan is, killing northerners. That was what they said. Jirika was removed as the chief of army staff then because he was. If you know about the Baga attack, that was when we saw that Nigerian military did what we call undercover. You understand? They did an undercover on Boko Haram and they killed them in a large number. They almost finished Boko Haram until, the protest from the north. And then under same Jonathan, you talk about the Almajiri school. UNESCO were the ones who advised Jonathan that the way to address insecurity is to ensure that the Almajiri system, those guys on the street who are around the school, it should be in school. That was the reason why some of these things came. This is a leader that will be able to look at things. You bring out, a kind of proposal. He looks at your proposal, and if he finds solution in it, he implements it. You understand? So for you to call him a weaker,
it's not news.
We have problem in Nigeria right now. Do we have a problem with insecurity?
With the illegal issues, it wasn't a news to
Can I ask you
so
something?
when you are not
Can I ask you something? Okay, allow me to finish now.
I mean, you should learn.
In this country today, there is insecurity. Everybody can tell of the massive insecurity in this country. The same people, I remember Tinubu once said that Jonathan does not know the meaning of commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Today, commander-in-chief of the armed forces is Tinubu. And we could see the level of insecurity in Nigeria.
Which state and which states?
But most states in
Are you hearing of Lakuruwa again?
Are they killing?
Are you hearing of Lakuruwa
Which
again?
states and which states?
Does it really matter?
No, which state are we expecting insecurity? Is it in Imo State where you really declare at home?
It is not your turn to talk. It is not your turn. Killing ourselves?
Yes.
Listen,
Are you still hearing
allow me. You were talking here. You were talking here. Can you allow me to talk?
Are you still hearing people exploiting farm?
Now.
Are you still hearing people exploiting farm? in your Benue State, what has David Mark done?
Please,
When they were banishing
okay, can you say, can I say
what
something?
is your David Mark?
Let me explain something to Kunle. I want to explain something to Kunle. You must understand how government are run. Nigeria runs a three-tier of government. We have the federal, the state, and government. And the constitution designs and allocates their work. We have the exclusive list, which is the business of the federal government. The security is in the exclusive list. Electricity is in the exclusive list. You understand? Central Bank is an exclusive. So it is the duty of the president to ensure that everybody goes to sleep and wake up alive. It is the big duty of the president to ensure that you go to your family, irrespective of wherever you live in Nigeria. So when you are campaigning to rule Nigeria, you should understand what is expected of you. That is why it is called Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. It is not the governor that will provide security for the people of the state. It is the president.
Where you are
You understand? So now we have seen.
Nobody, you didn't tell the presidency.
We have seen
people in our
we have seen,
they are disturbing us. When the North Central, you were romancing this Boko Haram. They came to your domain and you were romancing them. They were the one, but they have leaders that can bring. They have leaders. They have likes of David Mark.
Who is the president of Nigeria today? I'm asking.
He has tried his best.
What is his best?
How many? Were you aware that we have like five different types of insecurity?
Wait, what we call his best. Then his best is not good enough.
Allow me to talk. Can you respect me? Can you respect me, my brother?
If this is what you call his best, I can tell you there is no magic this man will do with the economy, with the level of insecurity. Nothing can work. What will he do? Until you address security issue, you can never have a viable economy. Nigeria is an agrarian society. Our occupation, 80% of what we do in you listen to me.
Calm down. Oh, guy. Sorry, let me
listen. We
calm down, man. It's before
I want to talk.
What I'm saying now today, all of them, you want to put the blame game on the president. Your own duty that you have to do is, okay, there is insecurity in my place. Who are these people? Because you yourself, you have to be security of yourself. Because you cannot just be waiting for one defense, what's it called, to be dispatched from Abuja instantly when you know there are crimes in your area. You see it, you say it out. And you are expecting president, when you cannot even give birth to your baby, or you cannot impregnate your child, you are the Mr. President. I mean, you guys, you don't know what is going on. The security is for everybody to monitor. As it is, you monitor the movement of intruders, the strangers, you know them, and I'm going back to the issue of Benue, where this guy come from. The Benue massacre, they have accommodated those people for long. I could remember it was when even David Mark was Senate president, and they accommodated them, they romanced them, they did not know that they were playing with dangerous people until those people now occupy their space, begin to occupy their space. So is it president that will come? And president sent some military ally there that flushed some of them out. There is no place the presidents have not sent troops to. You could remember what happened under the Lagbaja when Lakuruwa came in. The president sent, the military troop battalions to go and quench that insurgency there.
If there will be food scarcity next year, because how many people are in the farm now because of insecurity? So we must look at security and take it as serious business. Our government must cut down on their profligacy. Under this government, we know how much they have spent on themselves. Procuring private jets, procuring yachts, how many billions was spent in painting, renovating vice president, lodge. So many of these things, these are things we do not need at the moment. What we need is to address the problem confronting us, which is security, if we want to grow as a people. Because right now we are doing nothing. Right now we have a government that is looking for an opportunity to score political gain. That explains why when the Super Falconet came, he was quick to, spend that kind of money on them. Each person was given 150 million naira plus a house in Abuja. When you have military serving Nigeria in Sambisa, a whole lot of them are being killed on a daily basis. Their families cannot even access the gratuity of their whatever. And then I'm not saying don't give them money, but we have a problem at hand. Austerity measures is what we should see this government putting in place. Let's cut down on things that are not relevant. Let's begin to focus on things that are relevant. You understand? Look at what is happening to Nigeria. Look at what is happening. Can we say now that the Nigeria, among the rank and files, I'm not talking about senior military, among the rank and file, who are the ones doing the job? Can we say there is morale in them? Do they have the morale to carry this AK-47 and go and fight? How many of them have the morale? It's no longer in them, and that is why you are seeing what is their welfare has not been taken care of. And then anytime you see insecurity is because the security architecture has been overwhelmed. The people who are employed to carry out the security job are not well fed. You understand? All of these issues will, boils down to this level of insecurity. What we need to address now is security. Like I said, let's declare state of emergency on security if we want to grow as a people, or else this country will continue to get worse until finally we don't have a country.
The military has never had it so good than this time. The military has never had it so good.
Good morning to you.
So what you are saying is
Good morning to all of our viewers. God bless you.
military are enjoying a
God
lot.
bless you, Oliver.
All right, we have options before the North. Likes of Jonathan, Atiku, Obi. Who do you think cannot sit President Bola Tinubu?
You see, God will bless you for that question. We are all Nigeria. We know what is happening. We have been there yesterday. We have been there today. I will be there forever. See, let us be sincere with what we are saying here. See, somebody was tested yesterday. See, the condition we are facing now, you say an opportunity should come tomorrow that Jonathan will come and stand as a presidential candidate. It will defeat the present government woefully. Let us be sincere, because Nigeria is looking for the truth. Say the truth will set you free, but the truth is hard. What is the truth? The truth is not here anymore. See, let us be sincere. We have been talking. Say, go straight to the point. What is the point? The point is the word meaning life of Nigeria citizen is gone. Nigeria is no more Nigeria. We're not here in Nigeria. Where are we? Where you can't live. You can't close your two eyes and sleep. See, everywhere is overwhelmed, roughly. Let us be sincere with what we are saying here. We are all Nigerians. Say the truth is the truth. See, Jonathan coming tomorrow to come and stand, and Jagaba stand here. Nobody will queue for Jagaba back. Frankly speaking, zero. Nobody will queue for Jagaba back. Jonathan will carry trillions of votes. Because Nigeria will come outside. The one we don't die before we wake up. Because Messiah don't come. Jagaba don't Messiah. Jagaba came with the lion eyes. And he landed, and now Nigeria run away. No food, no security, no farm, no road, nothing. And you are hearing trillions every day. Where are we going now? Army never face war like again because no food for your stomach. Army, you can't face war like again because you don't say where they go. I'm telling you the truth. The thing we say and the talk what I don't know. What I don't know. Army if face war like again. If army will army be army, when Nigeria be Nigeria, come on, they go on that country, go restore peace. But here uncle, no more peace here. Why? Because the military have been reduced to the lowest level. No, they don't care for them anymore. Can you imagine a soldier in your time tell me say he come from Sabisa Forest, he's going home to go and see for me, and the motor will collect 40,000 and the salary is 120,000. Can you imagine? And now I want to go first. Look what I will get sophisticated weapon. See, the truth will set you free. I always say the truth because I know I'm a bad with the truth. I don't go partial. I don't go to political level. I go with the reality of the interest of all Nigeria. We are suffering here. We are suffering. Before soldier, now say soldier, in the compost stop. Imagine Nigeria soldier when they come garage, go they collect money for Agbero hand. You see where we don't reduce ourselves and we have government. Can you imagine? See, who are they
that terrorize Nigeria, to let Nigeria know to go to farm. Who are they? Are they spirit? Nigeria battalion, mafia, soldier. Now, no power anymore because the government is not sincere. The government is not sincere. If the government is really sincere, who are they? Abacha don't go anywhere. Abacha is also wrong. Change it out to the essence. Cameroon, they want to take over Bakassi. Abacha says soldier go put Nigeria flag for Bakassi. Bah. He said, Daburu Bashaka Banza. She let them be flogged with herself, but now go. Run, scatter. Police they come with the fear. No road anymore. See, let them be sincere. You know that come today. Jagaba no say, see, Jagaba is afraid because he knows say he failed the test. Let them be sincere. Jagaba came as a lion. We believe. I was part of the belief. At the end,
you vote for him. You have a task.
What are you saying? I personally see. BSO, Buhari Support Organization. I pay 100 naira. Script for APC. Believe that they will do well.
Do you vote for Jagaba?
What do you mean? See,
do you vote for him is a question.
Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
Oluwa supported with Jagaba. At the end, Jagaba fair woefully.
Oluwa is God. You know they call you.
I'm Oluwa Wangbaland. Oluwa Wangbaland. That's my nickname. I'm telling you the reality. A Tata know me. I'm telling you the truth. See, what I know is what I know.
What I do is what I know. What you're saying.
Jagaba fair. If fair Nigeria woefully. Jagaba fair Nigeria woefully. If Jonathan should come outside one day, today I say he stand. Everyone go their way back. Who don't dare go wake up go say if you hear Jonathan, Jonathan don't come. Oh no, Jonathan our Messiah don't come back.
Why did they remove him?
Now Jagaba remove him now. Jagaba now remove him.
Yeah, good morning. Hello, excuse me.
He fair well.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Southeastern. Good morning, followers, our lovers in diaspora. God bless you. Thank God today is a new brand new day. First and foremost, let me start by talking about the topic of coming, the hope of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and becoming, retaining the seats coming 2027. We have the likes of the former president, Billy Jonathan, Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Amechi, all in the race. I think it's going to be interesting and it will be highly competitive come 2027. So there's no layman among all these people who are competing coming 2027. I think it will be too good for them to give the incumbent president a tough fight, and just the way it was in 2023, the election 2023 was so highly competitive, and I, as a person, I'm expecting such to take place again. I want to see the high level of increasement of competitive politics and election come 2027. So the chances of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu retaining that seat, number one, it's too early for me to say Ebele Jonathan is contesting or he's not contesting. Okay, so all these ones are just the assumption and observation. Okay. If Paventure that is voting, is contesting, Peter Obi is contesting, and Meshi will also be contesting. So eventually, who will go between, who will represent the East between Amechi and Peter Obi? That is one. The number two, the South, Ebele Jonathan. The South West, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. This is just a political strategy, a political joker from the Northerners. It's a political punch to the South. Yes. To split the unity, number one, to split our votes, to make sure we are unbalanced in the South. So I would say, first and foremost, the Southwest, Southeast, the South should come together and do what, and understand the political intrigues, the political interests by the Northerners, mostly from the Fulani hierarchy, so we should just observe them and sense them from the far and know what they are up to. Just what I mean. So the earlier the better. We just quickly have to re-strategize and let our hands to be on the table, on the deck, and making sure we punch the right button and get it right.
All right, thank you so much.
My name is Asa. My brother, you understand it. which day, tell me which day, North and Fulanis will stop to sow confusion in the east, southeast, west, and so on and so forth. Which day will they understand that we are all Nigerians? There is no special tribe that is the Oga of Nigeria. Now they are bringing, look, confusion. Jonathan, Atiku, Obi, so on and so forth. In whose tenure? Why didn't they do that during the tenure of Buhari? Why is it now? I still repeat it. Buhari, everybody can say, but for me, he didn't do well. Nigerians suffer under Buhari, and the North, we are saying no problem. They didn't bring up all this thing. Why is it this time that they are coming up? They sent Jonathan, that they told Jonathan during his tenure that they will make his government ungovernable. Why are they thinking of bringing him back? The same Obi that they say Obi will never intervene. Why are they calling him back now? Jagaban is the leader for now. He has the right to contest for second tenure, as any other person have right to do. And for me, I don't want anybody that Fulani or Northerners will use to manipulate people. I so much love people that can, will I use this word, equalize Nigeria. Look at us reform that comes up. All Nigerians. And if you look in this regime, this man, Tinubu, about suffering, we are suffering is true. Every man said, we are all affected. But what is the cause of suffering and pain that we have today? During the tenure of Buhari, I keep on repeating it. We were servicing debt with 95% of our income. Buhari borrowed money, borrow before the arrival of Jagaban. And now that Jagaban has come, he has to face all the debts caused by Buhari and face the problem of Nigeria today. I know it's not too easy. As Northern allowed their brother to serve 2 tenures, despite the fact that Nigerians were suffering. Why today are they fighting against Tinubu? They are not the people to fight against Tinubu. And the south, southeast, west, and so on and so forth. Why are you even bringing so much